Now available, ebooks and e-workbooks to mentally and emotionally prepare you to visit, repatriate, or buy land in the motherland. And the authentic handmade kente cloth I got from Kumasi, Ghana is now a home decor line made by yours truly. Get a piece of the motherland until you can visit yourself. Click the link in the description box to visit my store. Beautiful people, how you guys feeling on another Sunday afternoon? 12 p.m. PST. Folks, I'm in a good mood, right? Because we're going to talk about some good stuff today. Like, I can't wait. But until we get into it, talk to me. Where are you watching from? Folks, we had Thailand in the house not too long ago. We always have Cali, of course. We have the East Coast. UK comes through. Actually, United Kingdom is my second most watched continent. So yeah, where are you watching from? Let me know. See, I'm already acting on mass. It's gonna be so good today, guys. Okay, so yes, where are you at? Where are you watching from? What state? What country? Let me know so I can see. Make sure the comment works, because there's a live stream where I did a 45-minute live stream and no one said nothing. And I'm like, I'm a loser. Okay. No one's talking to me. Little did I know the comment section was not working. Okay. So let me know where you're at to make sure the comment section is working. Alrighty, folks. You know me. In my little organization, let's talk about the schedule for today. Hey, peace, Philly in the house. JR. Ooh, JR, brother. If you guys don't know, we have an interview we did, 2 weeks ago? It's good stuff, folks. Good stuff. So the schedule for today, we're going to talk about the mission of this channel, right? I always want to let you guys know, because I believe there's a lot of newbies. My channel is for newbies, okay? And then the OGs hang out because we want to help the newbies as a collective, okay? Then we're going to talk about sexism and tribalism, okay? Because I received an email. If you belong to my newsletter, if you've joined my newsletter, you know what I'm talking about. So if you join my newsletter, you get an email from me every week, updates on my personal land situations, and then just tips on traveling and, quotes and, update on my video, all that stuff. So you're in the now. What I'm about to talk about, you kind of already know. You guys already know what I'm about to talk about if you're part of the Small But Mighty Crew newsletter. Okay. Yes. So we're going to talk about sexism and tribalism because I received an email from one of the members from the Small But Mighty Crew. And folks, I've received a lot of emails over the last 4 years, and certain emails just prick my spirit to where I snap. Okay. I snap and I go on a research binge. And so I want to share with you guys what I researched and how you can vet, folks, and how you can protect yourself from situations. Okay. Situations and circumstances. And then third, we're going to look into the Ghana Constitution, because it's going to relate to what we're going to talk about today. Folks, get ready. Get ready. You know what this channel is for? I have to find 52 ways to get you all to believe in your heart of hearts, to do your due diligence before you give your money. That's all that I have to find 52 ways. Some of you guys might get it on the first way and it clicks for you. Some of you won't get into the 49th way and then it clicks for you. Okay. Hey folks, I'll continue to find 52 ways to tell you to what? What's the mission? I'm here to bridge the emotional, educational, and cultural gap when it comes to visiting, repatriating, and doing business in the motherland. I got to find 52 ways to do it, folks. And so far, some of you guys have been hanging out with me, and I've been doing so many live streams since October. I recommitted to YouTube. So imagine I'm here. Hello, I'm here. So that's the mission of this page. If you're new here, it is to bridge the emotional, educational. Sorry, guys, feel a sneeze coming. And cultural gap. And today we're going to talk about emotions. We're going to talk about education. We're going to talk about all three. Okay. How are you doing emotionally, though? How are you doing emotionally, though? You're talking about overall? Okay. So, yes, that's the mission of the page. And then, folks, thank you. I want to shout out and say thank you to the stream sponsors. We had a duo last week, stream sponsor. So if you want to be a stream sponsor of this live, you can. Thank you to all the Cash App crew. We had a double whammy. We had JR and ATM bust me with some blessings. Boom, boom. Okay. So yes, thank you to the Cash App crew, and big thanks to our stream sponsors last week. And then, of course, you can be a sponsor to this stream. Okay. Truth teller. Awesome questions. We're going to talk about that. That's the whole point of this live. So truth teller, you're ahead of the game. BCB in the house. Going in. See, you already... BCB is an OG. Okay. He already knows that I'm going into it. He already knows. Okay. Which is probably why, truth teller, you brought that up too. We're going to get into it, folks. We're going to get into it. Okay. So as you know, that is my mission here, to bridge the emotional, educational, and cultural gap, right? And how am I doing that for you guys? You saw the title. When I made that thumbnail, I said, it's over. All right. How do I do that for the newbies? I've put a travel personality quiz, link in the description box. If you have not visited, you're on a mission too. If you have not visited the Motherland yet, I strongly encourage you to take that travel personality test, because we want you, the small and mighty crew, and to the newbies, we want you to have a great experience going back to the Motherland. And even those that still travel to the Motherland, you want to take that quiz. And then if you want to repatriate, you better take this quiz. My God, your life relies on it, and your money. Okay. And so that's what I have done to contribute to this community service page, right? Because who's going to help us? Who's going to help the little man that has little small money? Small money. Who's going to help us, huh? Take the quizzes. I had someone in the comments a while ago, those quizzes ain't going to do nothing. I'm like, shoe fly. Hey. And ever since, people that take the quiz, I know some of you guys have taken the quiz in the chat, did not impact you. Did it not impact? Okay. And then, as most of you guys know, I was being impersonated and selling land. They're using my image and my story and everything to sell land in Ghana. It started last year. Folks, I'm not affiliated with anyone selling land. I don't recommend anyone. I am no longer. I cut that. That's cut. I'm not affiliated. So if you get an email, hey ATM, if you get an email or anything saying, buy this land, everything's working out for me, it's the devil. It's the devil. It's not me. Okay. The only thing I do is refer you to my lawyer, my due diligence lawyer. Not just if you already spent your money and you're like, I'm losing everything. Sorry. I'm here for the beginning of the journey. Right? The very beginning, before you even give your money. Okay. And then, folks, let's do a raffle. And it's up to you guys if you guys want to do a raffle. Let's do a practice round. So the last time we did this, it went crazy. And so with a raffle, what I do is we're going to talk about land, right? And buying land in Ghana. And right. So I have an ebook. The due diligence process. I have Are You EQ Ready ebook and Are You Repatriation Ready ebook. We raffle those books off. Okay. And so basically how it works is if you want to gift someone any of those books, you can do that through the raffle. And so I want to do a practice round. Folks, get your fingers ready. Okay. I wanted to do a practice round because once I start talking about the topic today, I'm not going to stop. So I want to get this out the way so you guys understand what a raffle is. So at the end, when we go into the raffle, we don't have to do a practice round. We're just going to go right into it. Because folks, when I get started today, listen to me. I'm going to start and I won't be stopping. Okay? Because it's going to be too good. So here, let's do a practice round. Let me, and the ones that have done this before, come through so they can see how this goes. Okay. Can you guys see the screen? Give me 1 second. We're going to do a practice round. Oh, oops. Here we go. Share. For those that have never done the raffle with me, we are going to do a practice round, okay? And then we're going to get into the topic of today. Uh-oh, what am I doing? Okay, this is the raffle. So this is how you do it. Choose a live stream, Sexism and Tribalism. Let's see, the key word to this is going to be hashtag capital D, capital D. Okay, start collecting comments. So this is how you win. You enter by putting in what I just typed, hashtag DD, okay? Hashtag DD. So in the comments, put hashtag DD, and that enters you into the raffle. Hashtag DD. Now, this is only on YouTube, I think. If you put hashtag DD on LinkedIn, if you're watching on LinkedIn and Facebook, it's not going to work. But if you're on YouTube, put hashtag DD. And yeah, I'll show you how the raffle works. And then we'll do a raffle at the end. If you guys want to. We don't have to do a raffle if you don't want to. But yeah, so I'll leave it open for about 20 seconds. If you put hashtag DD, I'll show you how the raffle works. If not, we're going to move on, folks. Okay. We are going to move on. Okay, ATM, boom. Hashtag. You see how it went up? It says entries, 1 entry. If we get 1 more entry, then I'll start the raffle so we can see what it looks like. Because if I do the raffle, ATM automatically wins. So we just need 1 more person to do that. And we'll be good. Once again, this is a practice round. Okay, so no one's winning anything. I just want to show you how it works. Oh, let me do it. Let's see. Okay, do they count me? Perfect. Okay, guys, 1, 2, 3. Okay, we have enough people to show you how it works. Are you guys ready? Draw. Don't tell me I won. Oh, what? E-Man 2025. You would be the winner, right? So if someone wants to donate one of my books to someone, you would just cash app $35 and then I would draw. And basically, if we did that, E-Man 2025, you would have been the winner. So folks, that is how the raffle works. Isn't that exciting? Folks, don't you guys like winning stuff? Right? I love that. Okay, so now you know how that works. Alrighty, folks, let's get into it. Are you guys ready? So, let me open up my share screen because we're about to go in right now. So, backstory to this. I got an email from one of the Small but Mighty crew members. Okay. Are those eyes? And we're about to read it right now. But we're going to read it with my eyes. And you're going to read it with your eyes. But I'm just going to share with you how I vet things now, because the way I look at things is different from how I looked at things 4 years ago, right? And we're definitely going to have a question and answer session, which Truth Teller, that's when we're going to get into your questions that you asked earlier in the live. Okay, you guys ready? This email was sent to me April 17th, which was what, a couple of days ago. And they wanted to share this with you guys. And so that's what I am doing now. Greetings, Leslie. My name is blankety blank blank. And I'd like to begin by sending you warm greetings. I am based in the UK. All righty. And I've subscribed to your YouTube channel where you were discussing issues related to cost estates, particularly how they've been scamming people and introducing unexpected charges. I felt compelled to reach out as I have been watching your journey and experience with cost as I've been experiencing something. True Teller, that's funny. That's really funny. Okay. Let's go to the next. So basically he says he wants to share with us his situation. Okay. Oh, did I? Sorry, guys. I skipped a whole section. 175. And just to let you guys know, you can share your journey. You can email me. Okay. Second paragraph. I purchased. See, I'm already getting mad. Okay. I purchased 6 plots through Cost Estates, so did I, and Kaswa, right? I purchased mine in Gomoa Feta, right? For those that don't know my story, this is the first land purchase I did. Where is it? In Gomoa Feta. 6 plots. Is it showing? Oh, it doesn't show when I'm in this share screen. Oh, it does show. 6 plots in Gomoa Feta. Can you guys see it? Technical difficulties. Hello. Okay. 6 plots in Gomoa Feta. Okay. So our situation is very, very similar. I purchased 6 plots through Cost Estates and Kaswa after my partner, who resides in Ghana, stop right there. My partner who resides in Ghana. One person's in the UK. The other person is in Ghana. Okay. My partner visited their office, inspected the land, and asked all the necessary questions. Everything seemed fine at the beginning, and we decided to move forward with the purchase. However, once we signed the agreement, the experience took a sharp turn. Folks, this is the second paragraph in his email. Folks, this is only the second paragraph in his email. And what's happening? It's already over. It's over. This is the second paragraph and it's already over. Just by me reading this, I said, it's already over. Why? What is the partner? Hey, Afro Nomada. What is a partner? Okay. A partner is not a husband or wife, right? Remember, we're dealing with a patriarchal system. Why is both of them not there? Right? Over. Visited their office, inspected the land, and asked all necessary questions. Folks, what is this not saying? Come on, Small But Mighty crew. How do I know it's already over? It's already over. What is it not saying, guys? You know what it's not saying? I did a lands commission search and I hired a surveyor. Folks, I'm not laughing at this. Folks, this journey, all I can do is laugh now. I can't get mad. Okay? What is it not saying, guys? It said, I visited their office. So did I. I inspected the land. So did I. And asked all necessary questions. So did I. But I didn't do a lands commission search. And you didn't get a search. You didn't hire a private surveyor, and you didn't do a lands commission search. It's over. You lost already. Okay. Everything seemed fine. No. You guys get it now? I already knew it was over by the second paragraph of this individual's email. Yeah, that's funny. Truth teller. It's not saying, hey, it's funny. Get ready. Truth teller. Okay, you're all up in my notes, truth teller. You're all up in it. Okay. So just wait a second. Let's continue on. So we already know no survey, no private surveyor hired to do a thorough lands commission search. And here's another thing, folks. They didn't even have to put that. How do I know that they didn't do it? Because COS does not assign land until you pay the money first. Okay? COS doesn't assign land until you give them the money. Red flag. If they say, we don't assign you land until you give us money and you pay it off, you better take your arsh and run far away. Run far away. Run! Because that's not how it's done. I remember I think it was my second trip to Ghana. I was looking for land. And it was in Tema 25. This land was gorgeous. If you follow me on Instagram, you can actually see my Ghana. All like 6 trips you can see on my Instagram. Oh my gosh, it was gorgeous in Tema 25. Gorgeous. I said, okay, I want this land. I said, I want to send my survey out here to look at it. They said, oh, we don't do surveys. And by this time, I already have a land consultant, right? And he was, and I was like, hey, land consultant, they just said they don't do surveys. And he was like, no, that's procedure. I was like, they said it's not part of their procedure to do surveys before you give money. He said, that's not how it's done. And my land consultant worked at the Lands Commission. I'm like, they out here lying. Okay. So if a company says, my beautiful newbies, to pay the land before you get your land assigned to you or before you can even do a survey, run. Because you're about to get mollywopped in your bank account. Okay. Moving on. Here we go, folks. Remember, this is just the second paragraph. Okay, let's get to the next paragraph. Suddenly, they began imposing extra charges that were never mentioned before. When we challenged them and considered requesting a refund, like I did, they completely refused, like they did me. We felt cornered and pressured to keep paying just to avoid losing everything. See, when you're new, they didn't know that they already lost from the beginning, guys. Right? I'm using this email to teach the newbies, to teach us. I'm so grateful they decided to share this with us because now we can teach each other. I mean, we can and show each other what not to do, right? They said we felt pressure, so we continued to pay so we wouldn't lose everything. When I was in the community, the Repat Assistance Initiative, aka African Century Development, aka they're in Witness Protection Service. They don't come out in the daytime anymore, right? They don't come out in the daytime anymore, I was told. The people, the land liaisons that I actually I do teach. I was a teacher. the land liaisons kept on telling us, if you stop paying, you're going to add more fees on top of it. And my community was like, we ain't giving you the cost no more money. And most of them forfeited their money. Our community got to about 80 people, and about 40 people bought. And then a group of us bought outright, which I was part of the buy outright group, right? So I didn't feel pressure because, I bought out from the beginning. But the other people that didn't, they said, F this. We ain't giving you no more money. But if you don't know yet, and you're just like, you're new in the game, you're going to feel pressured. So that's what they did. They continued to pay. And we're not judging. We're just, yes, bring the apples. We're using this as a way to bring revelation, right, to the people that are emotionally imbalanced and in a rush, like I was, like a lot of us were in the comments, okay? We felt cornered and pressured to keep paying just to avoid losing everything, folks, but they already lost from the beginning. Why? No private surveyor and no lands commission search. And with costs, you can't, because you have to pay off your land before they even assigned you land. Run. After completing the payments, we were hit with another charge, this time for a fence which again was never clearly communicated from the start. Now, the community I was a part of, we knew about the fence. Up to now, we have no documents. They didn't even give them documents or receipts. Folks, remember, he's in the UK. He's not even around. Cornered and pressured to keep paying just to avoid losing everything. After completing the payments, we were hit with another charge, this time for offense, which again was never clearly communicated from the start. Up to now, we have not received any papers or documents. Here we go, folks. Here we go. And I have complained payment. No, I'm sorry, not complained. I think it's complete. I have completed payment for the fence. Here is what I was being extra about. And we've had communication to say it's finished. Folks, they were told it was finished. They were told, oh, your fence is finished. After they paid for it, your fence is finished. They are rude to my partner, right? That's not husband, that's not wife. I pointed that out earlier. They are rude to my partner and use the fact that she is not a citizen and she is scared of them. 3 things right here, folks. We're getting into sexism and tribalism. They are rude to my partner and use the fact she. Let's stop right there. She, folks. Right, we're stopping and we're talking about this. She. Homeboys in UK. He has his partner that's not his wife in Ghana. There's a reason why I'm bringing up wife and husband, okay? Partner in Ghana. It's a she. She's handling the land business in Ghana. No. Women are second-class citizens as citizens in Ghana. Now, first of all, she's not even your wife, okay? It's a she, okay? It's a she, and she's not a citizen. No. Business in Ghana 101, West Africa really 101, maybe the whole continent. Women are not seen. It's not the States, folks. It's not the States. No. You know what? And I don't even have to say this. I just need to continue to read. Okay. Let's continue. You don't do business, especially land. No. You're in a whole different country and you have your partner that's not a wife and a she, and it's not even a citizen, and now she's scared of them. Rightly so, because these people are crazy. To make things worse, my partner is Nigerian. Folks, if you're new here, I get loud when I'm passionate. My partner is Nigerian. Let me tell you a story. Hello, holistic. Let me tell you a story. My first trip to Ghana, this is when I first got a whiff of the tribalism. I was coming back from the Monkey Sanctuary and Woolly Waterfall at night. And who knows what happens at night when you're driving in Ghana? Every 2 miles or what? Every 2 miles, there's what? Shout out to Niger. When you're driving at night and got police, BCB, there's checkpoints. Okay? We got pulled over in our trotro. And sometimes when you get pulled over, they just look and okay, you go on. We had to get out. There's potholes too. We had to get out of the trotro. They inspected inside and then they asked us one by one, what are you doing here? And my tour guide, that's not a tour guide, if those that know my story, he said, do you have your passport? Thank goodness I had my passport on me. What are you doing here? What are you doing here? What are you doing here? And they had to record us in a booklet. And we got back on the trotro. And I said, why are they doing this? You know what my tour guide said? They're looking for Nigerians. They're looking for people that come over here undocumented. I said, we did all that to find out if there's Nigerians on the bus. I mean, on the trotro. I said, that's weird to me. That's weird. If Nigerian is, I said, what is that? That much over defined? If there's some Nigerians that came in, I know by plane the flight is only like 45 minutes to get from Nigeria to Ghana, and the borders are so close. And I said, dang, they did all that, and so that was like my first experience with like tribalism and being a foreigner. And I don't know about you guys. You guys experience this? They're always talking about Nigerians, Togolese. Like it's always like a thing. Don't let them be Rastas. Oh, that's a whole different thing too. Woo! One time, that same day earlier before I went to Woolly Waterfall, I had Bantu knots, and my tour guide was like, "Oh, they're gonna stop you." I'm like, "What? For what?" He's like, "They know you're a foreigner." I said, "Okay." And the police was like, "Where are you going?" I said, "What?" I was like, "Why are they telling me this?" They're like, "Cause your hair and your clothes." I said, "What?" I remember getting the trotro, Rasta girl. I'm like, I can't wear my hair like this. I was like, my hair, my clothes, right? And then we get pulled over at night to make sure to see if there's Nigerians on the trotro trying to cross the border, right? And let alone in my coconut community, some of them are from Nigeria. So my indigenous community, people have been there for like a very long time. But at one point, it was a mesh, folks. There wasn't Nigerian border. At one point, it was just people migrating, right? Essentially, it's kind of all the same people, but now we have borders, right? And so I see whenever they talk about like Nigerians, that it's like an issue. And I'm like, did we really get pulled over to find some Nigerians, right? So that caters into the tribalism. And then they have tribalism against, he's Akan, he's God, I mean, like It's a thing, folks. It's almost like, I'll just use Los Angeles, the Crips and the Bloods or whatever, right? It's all nonsense, okay? It's all nonsense. We're all part of the same, literally. We live on the same street. It's only a border that separates us. And why do we have this tension between each other? It makes no sense, but it is a real thing. And they will treat you differently if you are not one of them. VCB, I don't think I ever told you I got stopped wearing the dreaded Jamaica jersey once headed out of Accra region into Volta. Yes, it's a thing. All I had was Bantu knots. You had a jersey. And we got singled out over that. Leslie, why are you telling us this? You need to be aware. Just like this couple, they're fully aware now. Okay. What makes things worse, my partner is Nigerian, and due to the financial strain this situation has caused us, she's been unable to renew her residency papers in Ghana. The entire experience has left us both drained and feeling trapped. She, partner, not a citizen. The other partner is in the UK. And on top of that, they have no money. It's a patriarchal system based with money. Money runs it. So not only are you not complying with the patriarchy, you don't have no money. Nope. This is all of every single thing that's in this situation is anti-Ghana. Anti. What do you guys, what should have they done? Oh, Jesus. What should have they done? What should have they, that's all right. That don't even sound right. What should they have done? There we go. Right? Put in the comments. He should have been there. They should be married. And folks, I'm not like pro-marriage. I'm not even like about that life. But if you want to do business like this, it helps. It helps, doesn't BCB? Folks, we're going to be hearing his story soon. It helps. Because you're dealing with a tradition, patriarchy, and religion. Right? Us from the States in the UK, we don't deal with that. I mean, it still exists, but it's not strong. It's not strong, right? Everything is being done wrong. Now, is it their fault? No, because they're used to business a certain way. They don't know yet. This is a newbie of the newbie. So if this looks like your situation, learn from this email, folks. Learn from it, okay? That's why I'm reaching out to share my story and hopefully connect with others who may have gone through something similar. I strongly believe people need to be aware of what's happening. I'd be grateful for the opportunity to speak with you and perhaps even join a community where we can support each other and prevent others from falling into the same situation. Thank you so much for your time, and I look forward to hearing from you. Folks, welcome to Travel with Leslie. This email is the very reason why my page is what it is right now. You guys are going in the comments. I love it. This is the reason why I'm here. My mission to bridge the emotional, educational, and cultural gap to visit, repatriate, or do business in the motherland. This is why my page exists. Because he said he's looking for a community. He was like, it's over for us, but at least let's share the word. It's the very reason of why this channel exists. Because this stuff they're not sharing with you. Because it has to be a certain look. It has to be a certain persona. It has to be a certain style they have to share with you to roll you in. Let's get them in. Let's tap into their emotions so they can come. And then when you arrive, we get treated like this. And they're like, you should do your due diligence. Oh, you lost all your money. Oh, not our fault. It's not our fault that you came over here thinking that we really appreciate you. This is Ghana. This is Ghana. It's a lot. Folks, yes. Like and share. Like and share. Like and share, because who else is going to talk to you like this? Little to none. BCB, do you know anyone that's doing this? I don't know anyone else, okay, that's doing this. Folks, we have 41 minutes. I've been talking. My goodness. Okay. Now, before we get into the next part of this email, I want to preface by saying this. I got this message in the morning, okay? So if you're on the East Coast or in the UK, and you text me and it's early, where you are, it's super early where I am. I'm in Los Angeles, right? I'm on the Pacific Standard Time. So when he emailed me, it was in the morning. I was getting ready for work. And so if he emailed me and it's in the morning here, that means I don't have time to be nice in my response, but I want to respond to you. So I preface this with saying, don't be mad at me at my response. It's the truth, but it was a little harsh, and I didn't realize until after the fact. But folks, email me when you're about to go to sleep so you can get a nicer response from me. This is Ghana, but it ain't right. It's not right, but it doesn't matter. I don't know why I went deep like that. What? Okay. Anyways. All right. Let's go into my response, which truth teller kind of already said already. Okay. But it's okay. We're not mad at it. That means what? We are in tune. That's why we are a community. Okay. Here's my response. How unfortunate and unsurprising. In all honesty, having your female Nigerian partner is not the way to handle land business in Ghana. Yes, exactly. Holistic makes you think twice before moving over there. That's the whole point. We got to think. We got to emotionally control ourselves and calm down. That's it. Truth teller, no, you didn't. Why are you clowning me in my own comment section? How dare? You're funny though. Okay. Women in Ghana are for obeying and having babies. Women are not respected in business. Plus, tribalism is a big issue in West Africa. They mistreat themselves based on their tribe. The fact your partner is Nigerian is even worse. Folks, I went in, didn't I? Sorry, not sorry. I typed this with confidence because I have been physically assaulted at a cost office by a rep during business hours. My money has been stolen too. Taking them to court will cost you even more money with no guarantee of getting your money back, even if you win. You mentioned you two are already financially strained. I strongly suggest to have your partner return to you and you either live your best life in the UK or get ready to legally fight and spend even more money that you do not have. I must be direct with you. I have been in high government meetings, and all they say to me is, this is Ghana. CAS is doing what they are doing because they can. Our community meets every Sunday at 12 p.m. PST during my live stream. This email has encouraged me to talk about tribalism this Sunday. Hope to see you then. Wow. Wow. Folks, I'm shocked rereading that. That's how you know I was in a rush, but I didn't want to not reply. Woo! Wasn't that a lot? For those that don't know my story, when I say I've been in high government, the only person I did not sit across from was the president himself. I got, folks, you guys put me very, very high in my, because of my YouTube channel, you guys doing my call to action, you guys put me you signing my petition, you guys put me there. I know how I got there. You guys did, right? My first meeting was virtual. My second meeting was at the Jubilee House, at the president's house, okay, where I met with the Diaspora Affairs Office of the President. Okay. After that, my petition got all the way up to EOCO. EOCO means Economic and Organized Crime Office. All right. This is equivalent to what, Small but Mighty Crew? EOCO, Economic and Organized Crime Office, is equivalent to what in the States? Type that in the chat. Okay. EOCO is equivalent to what in the States? I know one of you guys know. So my perspective is a lot different from most people, because I've been in rooms. There we go. Pro-woman, FBI. Think about it. Think. If I went all the way up to the FBI equivalent, and all they told me was, this is Ghana, what do you think I'm going to tell you? I'm going to tell you the same thing. This is Ghana, guys. Folks, I'm getting chills. I feel like we shifted. And then some of you guys, the majority of my subscribers are between 45 and 65. You guys are planning to retire or already retired. I've had people sell everything they have already to move to Ghana without voyaging, staying for at least 6 months. And guess what they're doing now? Leslie, I should have listened to you. I regret it. I want to go back to the States. Of course, folks, there's good stories, right? And I'm not saying don't go. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is what? This is all I'm saying. Hey, messing up my timing. Okay. This is all I'm saying. Do your due diligence. Thank you, Truth Teller. Do your due diligence. Manage your emotions. And don't be in a rush. Because the people that regret their decision are in a rush. They were in a rush. And they were emotionally imbalanced. Because we are dealing with so much stuff as African descendants. We have 400-year trauma, dealing with white supremacy. Some of you that are a generation before me, some of you guys tell me what you guys experience on your jobs. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable that you experience that. But we thank our ancestors for doing what they have done so we can have the level of peace in the States to a certain degree, right? 400-year PTSD. Why work all that work dealing with white supremacy and systematic racism to just not even do full research and due diligence and hop to a different country to where you think they are for you? No. Now, some of them do see us as, their brothers and sisters. But when I say it's less than 10% see us as that. take your time, calm down, do your due diligence, manage your emotions, take the damn quiz. I don't know what else to do, right? I don't know what else to do. No, what I'm going to do is just keep on doing this every Sunday at 12 o'clock until we get it. We get a revelation that gets down deep in our soul. So yes, folks, we're dealing with a lot. I get it. So I'm not here to bash anybody because, folks, I'm the first one that got it. Right? I'm not bashing anyone. Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna post that. I like that comment, JR. Ooh, not that. Where is it? It is Ghana. That doesn't make all of Ghana bad. Leslie is telling you to do your due diligence. That's exactly what I'm saying. That's it. Right? And we're using our own personal stories to encourage each other. So whatever is in your mind, right, that says, I don't need to do my due diligence. God's gonna, I'm highly favored. Get your money scammed and stolen, period. True Teller, are you sending a proposal? You sent a proposal through the chat? Hey, you never know. You never know. People get married in all different ways, huh? But yeah, folks, where was I? I don't know why that took me off my path. Someone had to hear it. Someone had to hear it. Oh, I'm talking about my response. Folks, my response was pretty cutthroat. Okay. So after I came home that night and I read my email to him, I said, ooh, hope he didn't get offended. Did he get offended, folks? Let's read his response. Okay. Here's his response. Thanks for hanging with me, guys. I appreciate it. This is, yeah, thank you. Hi, Leslie. Thank you so much for taking the time to reply to my message and your honesty. So I was like, woo! I wiped the sweat off my forehead because I didn't offend him. Because that was harsh. I'm not going to lie. While it's really painful and frustrating to hear how deep the issue runs, right? Tribalism and sexism, I truly appreciate your transparency and insight into the situation. Okay. It helps me feel less alone in what has honestly been one of the most difficult journeys I've ever had to face. 100% same thing here. That's the hardest. I'm so sorry to hear about what you went through, especially being physically assaulted at the COS office. I am a subscriber to your channel and seeing what you have experienced. Excuse me. This is absolutely unacceptable and heartbreaking. I'm sorry you had to go through that, as it angered me. They have been rude and slightly aggressive to my partner, and she's actually scared to deal with them because they're not professional at all. It's infuriating to know that these things continue to happen and that so many of us are suffering because of it. You're absolutely right. This experience has put a huge strain on both me and my partner, financially and emotionally, right? Folks, EQ, are you EQ ready? That's why this is where the first ebook, the second ebook came from this. Because I was like, wait, this is me. I was emotionally imbalanced. Let me write a book to help people with themselves. Cost and that's not even the threat. The threat is ourselves. Let me make my face bigger. Nope, y'all gotta see me on this one. Y'all gotta see. Oh, have I been big the whole time? Sorry. Dang, I lost my train of thought. What was I talking about? Sorry, guys. I forgot what I was talking about. Okay, never mind. Okay. You're absolutely. Where did I leave off of? Huge jump, both me and my partner, financially and emotionally. It's disheartening to realize that doing the right thing And following proper channels doesn't always protect you. I'm a witness. The fact that corruption and tribalism are still such strong forces and that women are disrespected in this way only adds to the sadness. On top of everything I mentioned before, what makes the situation even more frustrating is that we've already paid for the land and the fence, yet we've received no confirmation or evidence of the works being done. We purchased the land in 2021. That's the same year I purchased mine. So when they did this, folks, my page didn't even exist to help them, okay? They bought their land 2021. Just last week, my partner went to COS office to ask for updates, only to find out there are now new staff members who claim to have no knowledge of the fence or any previous work agreements. This company is allowed to do this, folks. They're allowed. What did Yoko tell me? It's not fraud. It's just frowned upon. This is Ghana, right? They're allowed to do this, folks. Okay. Just last week, my partner went to the COS office to ask for updates, only to find out there are now new staff members. So, folks, if you want an update on COS, their whole crew is new. Now she's being told she'll have to travel all the way from Accra to Kaswa with them just to check if the fence has been built. It's completely ridiculous, and it feels like yet another tactic. I hear your advice clearly, and I respect your candor. I'm trying to stay strong and make wise choices moving forward. I do hope to join your community live stream this Sunday. Are you here? Are you here? I'm not going to call out your name just in case you don't want to be known. I do hope to join your community live stream this Sunday. It's empowering to know that there's a space to talk, listen, and be heard. Thank you again for creating that platform and for your reply. It really does make a difference, Leslie. Wow. Wow, folks. Wow. Let me, folks, I haven't been looking at the chat because I went in. I had to go in. I couldn't stop much. But let me look at what you guys are saying. True Teller, did you just send me a virtual wedding ring? How long have you been part of the Small but Mighty crew? No, did he? I'm not even going to read that comment. You're a mess. Yes, ATM. Wow. Yes. Emotional African moves are dangerous. Oh, see, you must. Are you Ghanaian? Because you just put words in my mouth. Look at it. He's not even giving me a choice. Really? I didn't think they I was quiet. That live stream with Dynast, that was so ghetto. I didn't know it was going to be like that. If I knew it was going to be like that, I wouldn't have did that live stream. But the whole goal was to get my story out and to help people. So that's why I stayed and was just like, this is ghetto. But I didn't say anything. Okay. 400-year PSD. Oh, okay. Folks, it's too many comments for me to go all the way back. But yeah, I'm looking at the comment section now. Okay, guys, that's what I wanted to share with you on the emails. So now let's get into the Ghana Constitution. Folks, get ready to get mad. Get ready. So when I received this email, for you guys that don't know, I have an extremist personality. Okay. I'll go as far as I need to go, as long as it's legal, ethical, and moral. Gutter snap. What is a gutter snap? I don't know what that is. So when something clicks in my mind, I'm just like, I will find out. I found out, and I researched, and the articles and everything I'm going to read, they are in the description box. Okay, so after everything I say, if you want to be like, you know what, let's bet what she's saying. I'm ready today, Leslie. What you ready for, ATM? What you ready for? All the links and everything that I'm going to reference and talk about is in the description box. So after this live, you can literally go to each article I read to find out what I'm about to share with you guys right now. Okay, guys, we're almost done. Oh my God, we've been talking for an hour. What's next? Let's talk about the Constitution. Okay, let me share my screen. Oh, snap. What did I do with the links? Sorry, guys. Give me a little time. I closed out the links. I wanted a swift transition, and I missed the mark. I don't know why I even closed it. Okay, give me a second. But yeah, ATM, what are you ready for? That is my question to you. Who are you guys talking about? Gutter snipe scammer. Who is that? Who are you guys? What? Gutter snipe snammer? Or scammer? Okay. Where is it? Oh, you ready for whatever? See? Yo, making me emotional. Folks, just to let you know, if it wasn't for you guys, this wouldn't be as fun. Or, you know. ATM said, you ready for the smoke? You ready for the smoke, ATM? Okay. Get ready. Here we go. I'll be reading my notes. So if I'm looking down, that's what I'm doing. Folks, I researched this thing. I said, the devil is a lie. We're going to get down to the truth. Okay. Pay attention to these dates. These are very important dates. Let me share my screen. You stay ready. Okay, truth teller. I know, because you all up in my notes. Can you guys see that? Here's the Constitution, the Ghana's Constitution. In the name of the Almighty God. That's the first line at the top. We can't be mad because what's the first thing in America? In God we trust. They be abusing God, don't they? Every country just abused the Most High. Okay. Let me make myself slightly bigger. Okay. Ghana's 1992. Okay, we're talking about sexism and tribalism. Well, tribalism, we kind of talked about that more, but now we're going to enter into the sexism. Ghana's 1992 Constitution. We are in 2025. Okay. That's not been a long time ago. 25, how many years was that ago? 32? That was only 32 years ago. Specifically, Article 22. Oh, yeah, I'll make the words bigger. I just want to say my part, and then I'll expand it. Yeah. And we're going to specifically, Article 22 addresses property rights for spouses aiming to ensure that women have equal rights to property acquired during marriage. It mandates that spouses have equal access to jointly acquired property and that such assets are equitably distributed upon dissolution of marriage. However, The Constitution also required Parliament to enact legislation to regulate these property rights. Despite this constitutional directive, the necessary legislation was not enacted properly. So, in Article 22, it states equitable when it comes to property. But legislation didn't enact it. The Parliament didn't enact it. So is it in the Constitution? Yes. But it's not enacted. Ooh-wee. 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 Okay. In 1996, okay, the Constitution was amended to include provisions that further protect women's rights, including the right to own property either alone. Now we're in 1996. Now, okay, they introduced the power to, now it doesn't matter if you're married. You can do it alone now. Or in association with others, and to prohibit discrimination based on gender, race, color, ethnic origin, religion, creed, or social or economic status. Okay. It wasn't until 2020 that the Land Act, Act 1036, was passed. Folks, now we're at 5 years ago, okay? Formally recognizing the right of women to share in spousal property and joint land ownership within marriage. Why did I point out in the email that she wasn't a wife? She's a partner. I pointed that out. Why? Because did I say anything about, all this says spouse. Everything except that one line talks about spouse. Us single women, you rolling up there? If the Ghanaian women are struggling and they're citizens to get rights, who are me and you? Huh? Wow. This act aimed to harmonize customary land tenure with contemporary principles to ensure both spouses are acknowledged as co-owners of property acquired during their union. Oh my. Additionally, the Property Rights of Spousal Bill, which seeks to provide a clear and fair framework for the distribution of property acquired during marriage, has been under consideration since 2009. As of 2024, now we're talking about last year. The bill was still being deliberated with stakeholders urging its passage to protect the rights of married couples, especially women, in the event of divorce or separation. They're still, I almost cussed. They're still talking about it. Last year. In summary, while Ghana's constitution in 1992 laid the groundwork for women's property rights, comprehensive legislation to fully realize these rights has been a gradual process with significant developments occurring over the past few decades. It's still not even enacted. He has his Nigerian wife that they don't have money for her residency, handling land business. See ya. Thanks for hanging. You just call me his wifey? I'm done. Folks, you just hear, I just completed my whole sexism and tribalism live stream. Ghanaian women are not even, it's not even enacted yet. And they're still talking about it. What is there to talk about? Wow. See, I can talk all day, give my opinions. You know, we can talk. This is legislation. This is going on right now. You can read the articles right now. Let's go to the Constitution. Okay. And I think you said you wanted to make this bigger. Let me see if I can make this bigger. Where would I go for that? Is it still too small? Okay, folks, if you want to, if the letters are too small, just I have the link in the description box. You can read what I'm about to read later if you can't see it. Okay. In the name of the Almighty God, let's go through this. So there is, we the people of Ghana, Article 1. Folks, you can read this, which I suggest you should. Okay. Let's get to the articles that are, there's defense of the Constitution, territories of Ghana, alteration or merger of regions. What else there? Citizenship of Ghana, persons entitled to be registered as citizens, dual citizenship, citizens' laws by Parliament, the Articles of Ghana, protection of fundamental rights, human rights, freedoms, protection of right to life. Folks, if you're thinking about relocating, repatriating, you should read this. Don't you think? I didn't read it. I should have. This is where I wanted to get to. This Article 18 pertains to us. And this is all we have as coverage for us foreigners. Everyone, Article 18, protection of privacy of home and other property. Every person has the right to own property, either alone or in association with others. So this includes us, folks. This includes us, okay? That's all you got in the Constitution. If you're a non-citizen, that's the only coverage you got. Article 18.1. Every person has the right to own property, either alone or in association with others, even though it's leasehold, which is weird. I want to bring this up. It's weird because, it's weird because it's leasehold. But in the Constitution, it says ownership. I wanted to point that out. Okay. What does that mean? Anyways, on and forth. So if you're not Ghanaian and you want to see where you fit in the Constitution, Article 18. Okay, now let's get to Article 22. Ooh, oh my. Did I pass it? Oh, no, I didn't. Article 20, general fundamental freedoms. There we go. Property rights of spouses. WT said, Lord, is there anywhere that we can go and just, let's talk about that. I'm actually really happy you brought that up. Let me just talk about that because this is a really good point. Lord, is there anywhere that we can go and just live without all the foolery? Ugh. You know what my answer is? Folks, put your answer in the chat. I'd like to hear your answer. My answer is no. There's nowhere we can go. Right? I actually had someone from the Parliamentary crew ask me the same question a couple of years ago. She was mad. She was just upset. And she was like, where can we go, Leslie? I said, nowhere. Because when you're not of this world, you're not of this world. There's nowhere gods can go on earth. We just walk and take dominion wherever we go. That's it. When you're a different category, folks. We're different. Right? I don't like to use the chosen ones because people use that like we're the chosen ones, we're the original. But we are the originals. Think about it. Most of us that are watching right now, we descend from the greatest line of humans, period. Some of us that are, Americans, African Americans, Black Americans, whatever you want to call it, right? We're descendants of the people that built the greatest country in the world with the greatest influence. The African American is the greatest influencer in the world. And then we're the greatest influencer within the African 6 regions. Okay. When you accept the fact that you're exceptional, and wherever you go, people are going to suck you dry, right? Because of that. You guys just learn how to protect yourself. Okay? I just want to stop on that real quick. So let's continue on. Thank you for sharing that. Okay. Article 22, property rights of spouses. 1, a spouse shall not be deprived of a reasonable provision out of the estate of a spouse, whether or not the spouse died having made a will. 2, Parliament shall, as soon as practicable, after the coming into force of this Constitution, enact. Okay. You're welcome. Enact legislation regarding regulating the property rights of spouses. Folks, they literally just said it's not even a thing. It's in the Constitution, but it's not enacted. It's in the power of the Parliament. As soon as practicable. When is it? Parliament, when are you going to make it happen? After the coming into force of this Constitution, enact legislation regarding the property rights of spouse. As soon as practicable. That's the actual word? Folks, it's still not even, Parliament has not passed it. They're playing game. There's nothing hard about what's hard. What is hard about giving equality to property rights? It's in the Constitution, but it's still not enabled by the Parliament. And we're in 2025. So you foreign woman, you foreign man that wants to tell your woman to go to Ghana and run everything. They literally telling us we don't want women to run nothing. We don't want you to be equal on paperwork. Last year I was talking about patriarchy. It's written. It is written. And it is written in the Constitution, but it's not enabled by the Parliament. This is crazy to me. Crazy. And imagine at one point America was like this. Isn't that crazy? Thank you, ancestors, for fighting. Point number 3. With a view to achieving, I can't stand these terms. Aiming, practicable. I can't even say the word. With a view to achieving the full. What does that even mean? With a view to achieving the full realization of the rights referred to in Clause 2 of this article. Spouses shall have equal access to property jointly acquired during marriage. Assets which are jointly acquired during marriage shall be distributed equitably between the spouses upon dissolution of the marriage. But at the beginning it says, with a view to achieving the full realization. My God, they literally just said, oh, I've been big the whole time. Sorry, guys. I thought I made the articles big. You guys get what I'm saying? With the view of it being fully enabled. It's in the view. It's in the view. Oh. The more I read it, the madder. I'm just getting mad. It's in the view, guys. It's in the view. You still don't want to do your due diligence and send your woman that's not your wife to do land business. Shame on you. After watching this live and you do that, you're dumb. You're dumb. See, the couple, they didn't know. Like, I didn't know. So this is not a bash on this. But once you know, and you're still operating your emotions, you're done. Just give your money away. Just give your money away. Just give it away. Did I get through all my points? I think I got through all my points, guys. Woo! Was this not? This was too much for me. This was too much. Let's just get to the yeah, I said everything. Question and answers now. Oh, yeah. Question and answers. Folks, if you want to read the Constitution, I thought it was big on the screen and it wasn't. At this point, I think just traveling all over and with Watt, Earp, and Singer and Tombstone. Folks, that's the conclusion I came up with, and that's the mindset of the world, even in the United States. Folks, that out of everything I have went through, what I came to understand and get a revelation of, it's called F3. Let me type it. Folks, I think I'm going to put this on a shirt. Oh, I can't do F to the third power. F3. Some of you guys have heard me say this. Anybody know what it means when I say F3? Yeah, BCB. I know I went in on that. I low-key got mad. Aiming. We're aiming. It's aiming in full realization. What? What BS wording? Aiming in full. The aim is in full realization. So we're aiming for it. We're aiming for the full realization. That's wild to me. That's wild. And it's written in the Constitution. That's wild. F3. I got to end this soon because I'm getting mad. F3. Out of everything I've been through, right? This is my realization. All I care about is family, food, and fun. That's it. Oh, thank you, JR. We got a stream sponsor. Thank you. Look at no comment, no question, just the pure love of the community. Let me type you in the banner, JR. Yet not seeing it right. The aim for full realization. BCB, did you know this? My God. The aim of full realization. Sorry, let me give folks, JR, follow his channel. Follow him. He's documenting his land journey as well. He's also he is also a minimalist, right? A man after my own heart. A minimalist, folks. So he's documenting his journey as a minimalist and his land purchasing. We can travel together. That's another thing. People have been telling me, they're like, Leslie, the fact that you're not doing tours is unbelievable. And I was like, folks, I'm still healing, to be honest. I am still healing. Now, will I travel? Yes. Do I know when? No. Internationally, I'm cool. I'm cool on the traveling. But to be honest, NC Holistic, I do see that in my future, hosting trips and stuff, because I don't think I went through all this for nothing. That's for damn sure. But yes, thank you, JR, who is the stream sponsor. Thank you, Cash App crew. Thank you. This just shows me that, hey, you guys are getting something out of it. And I appreciate you. So folks, go follow JR's page. You can literally click his name in the comment section. It will automatically take you to his page, and you can just see his journey as well. I appreciate you, brother. I appreciate you. Okay. Woo, this was a lot. I felt like I just I gave part of my soul, right? in this interview. I mean, in this live stream. Any questions, folks? Because I shared everything I wanted to share. I've said everything I wanted to share. If you guys want to do the raffle, we can do that. It's up to you. Just cash at me the amount, and we can do that. Yeah. Truth teller, I know he left, but he had questions for me too. You have the mindset of minimalist to live abroad. Oh, yes. All my trips were minimalist trips until Tanzania. I went to Tanzania last year. And that was not a minimalist trip, guys. That I had to pull that money out my arse, but it was worth it. My family, that was the first time in the motherland. I have my recommended tour curators in the description box. Very, very happy with them. And yeah, that was monumental for us because my mom, my auntie, and my little play uncle, they never been to that was my family's first time to Africa. My first time was Ghana in 2020. This is their first time on the continent in over 400 years, folks. You talk about, we had no, Africa wasn't even on our minds at all. We're like the cookie cutter example of what it is for a Black person to be born in the States, to be in America for 400 years. Yeah, Africa wasn't even on our mind. Oh my gosh. You would tour with me? Okay, pro women. We can just, I'll let you guys know when I head that way. It won't be anytime soon, but I do see it in my near future. I actually had one. Tanzania was the first one I invited everyone to. Yeah. And so it was 6 of us at first, and then 2 fell off, and then it ended up being 4 of us. But yeah, I have done one, right? Thanks for liking, guys. Tanzania, definitely not a minimalist destination. Yeah, no. That was a pretty penny that I won't be able to do anytime soon. Okay. Okay, where are we at? I think we're done here. Folks, we're done. Tell me, did you enjoy the stream? Shout out to the stream sponsor, JR. Follow his page. Folks, like, comment, subscribe. Let's spread the word. This was such an important live stream, especially for the newbies, because this is what they're not. Thank you, BCB. This is what they're not sharing with you guys. Culture, emotions. This is what you're not going to get, because look at what I said. After saying that, I mean, you guys said you want to go on a tour, which is great. But if I said all this and said, come buy land, you'd be like, woman, hell no. We ain't buying no land. Right? You wouldn't, because this is not sexy. This is not appealing, right? This doesn't add to the rose-colored glasses. Folks, I couldn't sell you land if I could. I mean, if I had land to sell you. After talking like this and then sell you on comment, what? You wouldn't do it. So, folks, don't expect this from your other YouTubers. We all have different missions. Mine is slightly different because I don't have land to sell you. So I don't have to put on this persona. Folks, I can cuss you out if I want, right? Which I won't do, right? Thank you, JR, because there's no need for me to do that. There's one time where I did want to cuss this lady out, but I restrained myself. If she shows up again, I'll justify it after I do it, okay? All right, folks, I want to end off on this note. My mission of this page is to bridge the emotional, educational, and cultural gap to visit, repatriate, or do business in the motherland. If you ever want to wonder why I'm doing what I'm doing, this is it right here. That's it. From my ebooks to my live streams, to my videos on Saturdays, to my short videos, to my posts, to my community posts, this is why I do what I do. Yep. I enjoyed the stream. You mentioned some very important info. This helped me and my family to look to other avenues we already have in mind. Thanks, Leslie. Appreciate your labor of love. Folks, enjoy the rest of your Sunday. We've been 1 hour and 30 minutes. Wow. I didn't think we were going to go that long, but we need to expose the devil. Okay. Enjoy your Sundays, guys. Bye.
Now available, ebooks and e-workbooks to mentally and emotionally prepare you to visit, repatriate, or buy land in the motherland. And the authentic handmade kente cloth I got from Kumasi, Ghana is now a home decor line made by yours truly. Get a piece of the motherland until you can visit yourself. Click the link in the description box to visit my store.